The Cowboys will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Horned Frogs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Hauls it in. Quick spin on the run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. A 1st down run in the red zone. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Going downfield for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Calls it in. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides the back on the option to give.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. And tackled there by the defense. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got him downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hope. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Moses. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Hope. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, TCU! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run play action. Creates a little space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Wants to fire on second down. Using his feet to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Hope. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running into the open space. Did the work himself. There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking for a man. It's Hope. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Avant. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Hope. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got him wide open. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. The kick is on its way. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Orr. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Hands it off on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Back to throw. It's Hope. It's complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Off play action on first down. Punts it out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. On the ground, it's Payne. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Searching forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the option, it's Hope. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Got it behind the line. It's Avent. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The screen, he can go. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ellington. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Hands it off. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fierce the pressure. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Caught behind the line. It's Orr. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes his man miss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Another punt on the way. Gotta make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The gift to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pulls it in. It's Avant. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass, it's Hope. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. With the catch, it's Avan. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Under fire. Flips it out on the screen. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking the deep shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.